Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! Not even the water is animated on the title screen. Speaking of which, we got a new title screen! We're in a new sub-region, so I guess we got a new title screen. It doesn't matter where you save the game, because I saved back in the first sub-region, so that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of going to miss the previous title screen. Just a little. Anyway, in between streams, I decided to do a little bit of training. It's also nighttime. Do I want it to be nighttime? Whatever. First things first, I did some training. Wireline Gold Pyramid, now at level 25. I decided to go ahead and train him after all, because, well, I don't know when else I'll be given this opportunity. And training him took a bit of time, but one thing that helped is that right down here, near the start of the first area, just completely randomly, was an alpha Bidoof. Now, I don't know if it matters whether your Pokemon take part in battle or not, whether doing so will allow them to gain more experience. One thing I did notice, though, is that this is one of those games where the higher level your Pokemon, the more experience they get. No, the less experience. Yeah, because Wireland was at a lower level, therefore he got more experience from that fight. Well, I guess that feature is here to stay, as long as it's not as obnoxious to deal with as it was in Black and White. What else? Oh, I remember what I'm doing. Wireland got to a high enough level to evolve. Kind of a derpy evolution. The final one is what I'm really looking forward to. Idea for a new move. Well, first things first, let's say hello to you, not that you're evolved. Hi there! Still got the flamey tail, I see. Neat. I'm just gonna see what other animations you play. There's an animation. Okay, what do? Well, I suppose we could break you in. Break in your new evolution. And to do that, I'm going to hit the wrong button. Make my way out this way. Because a while back, when I was performing tasks to fill out my Pokédex, I stumbled upon a couple of interesting things. So up there is the second camp. Grab this. Not close enough. And right over this ledge up here, there's an alpha Parasect. Hello there, Wireland. Welcome to the stream. You want to fight a thing? First things first, you learn a new move. What did you learn? Flame Wheel? That's a good one. You also have some fighting type moves now. Should consider adding those. They won't be useful for the Parasect, but let's see what we got here. Mach Punch raises user's action speed. Kind of a weak attack, but So is Tackle. Nasty plot. User stimulates his brain by thinking bad thoughts, raising the user's offensive stats. Do I want to use that? Maybe. Is Flame Wheel a physical attack? Yes, it is. So we'll do this for now. Okay, was not planning on fighting a Geodude, but since you're right there along the way, and we just taught why I land a fighting type attack. Alright, and now for the main attraction. Hopefully I can hop down there without being spotted. Hold that thought. Can't have too many medicinal leaks. I'm not here. Crap, I wasn't in the grass far enough. Alright, you don't get an advantage in this fight, aside from being fire type. So hopefully you can take on level 30. I'm not sure I want to spend time with Nasty Plot. Well, we'll just go straight in here. Okay, Drowsy. Does not mean you're completely immobilized. There we go. You know, I should have tried catching that thing in hindsight. I don't know yet if Alpha Pokemon respawn. Because Alpha Bidoof so far has not respawned. Here, let's get both of your attention here. It's kind of fitting that a monkey would perform cartwheels. Okay, I need to find my way out of here now. Up there? Up there. Although I suppose I could just walk to camp. Although, not whenever I'm being spotted. I was not expecting Alpha Chatot, or Cricketot rather. Oh hey, wood. Might need that. And let's see. What other things have I encountered? Wrong button. Well, I know what I'm deleting first. Okay, so also while exploring about a week ago, in the area where you encounter Bunearies, I saw something up in the sky to the left. Flying up there. You see it? I don't mean the Golbat, I mean something else. And I'm not sure what that actually is. At first glance, it looks like a Fearow, but... well, we haven't even seen Spearow in this game, so why would there be a Fearow? So, that's a mystery Pokemon up in the air. This is where I initially found out there's a Parasect down there. Oh yeah, while I was catching Stantler to increase my Pokédex entries, I was nearby where I am now. Suddenly I heard a noise. There's absolutely an alpha Pokemon up there. Also, I learned something interesting. Shinx are hesitant to hit you when you're standing next to a tree. I don't know if that's going to apply to other Pokemon, but that might come in handy. By the way, hello there people in the chat. Hello Leonomai, hello Kiba, hello Beer Force. And also hello to the folks who were already here to begin with. Alright, so... doing some investigating. Pokemon I heard is going to be up on that mountain. I don't care about the Geodude under the rock. And that one has finally given up. Oh no, I have not checked the unknown section of the Pokédex. Press Y? Apparently, that one I saw does not count towards seeing them. I guess I didn't get a good enough look at it. Each of these has a message, too. Well, priority 1... an Alpha Stantler. I don't know what level that thing is. 42. I don't know that Wario Land is up to the task of fighting a level 42 Stantler. If that thing were not running away from me. Ideally, we get a back attack here at the very least. Because you can get a back attack on Alpha Pokemon. And a little icon pops up whenever you're set up for a back attack, too. Okay, regular Mach Punch. It's not a strong attack on its own, but you get Stab. And it's super effective. You're going to take a hit here. Still stunned. A low Mach attack. Mach Punch, rather. Oh, I'm so tempted to catch it. Let's give it a shot. You'll still get plenty of experience out of this if it does. We did it! Huzzah! How much experience did you go? Oh gosh, that is indeed a level up. Haha. Good job, Wario Land. It was definitely worth teaching you Mach Punch. Nothing up here anyway. I think we're done here. And, to answer your question, Kiba, no, I did not catch that Alpha Alakazam. Not really willing to make the attempt just yet. Yet you can see that I did some catching around, not only to level up Wario Land, but also because catching Pokemon is how you get money, and, well, I kind of need money. Don't suppose that'll be enough to increase my bag size. Have I read that one? Colorful and incredibly beautiful, but also greedy Pokemon, in an effort to keep its favorite food all to itself, it will chase away Combee as they try to gather nectar. At some point, I'm going to have to see what benefit there is to throwing preferred foods. Sadly, was unable to complete Chimchar's Pokédex entry. Given the one I was able to catch, my options for research points were limited, because the one and only I found could not be caught without being spotted, nor did I have the opportunity to give it food. So I'll have to wait until later to find more Chimchar to complete that entry. Before says, if you come across a bird you're considering using for a while, could you please name them Ruckus for me? I feel like, I like feeling like part of the team, even if I'm not the one playing. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know necessarily whether I'll be training any birds. Okay, I'll expand my bag in a bit. First things first, what other quests do we have here? Because I haven't taken a look at my quests in a bit. Pokemon with 3 leaves in Crimson Mirelands. Not sure offhand what Pokemon that might be. Okay, I haven't even really started this one. Where is this person hanging around? Over there. It seems some of my fellow mushroom enthusiasts are looking into a fungus that sprouts from the back of a certain Pokemon. Parasect is its name, I think. If you manage to catch one, I'd love to take it off your hands and do some research of my own. As a mushroom foraging veteran of 20 years, I aim to keep my finger on the beating pulse of all fungal fact-finding endeavors, after all. I have a couple. Sadly not an alpha, but I'm not sure I would have given you the alpha. That said, which one do I want to give you? This one. Keepa says I gave him the alpha parasect. It took up the entire room. Well, now I'm wishing I had caught that thing. This is a lovely mushroom and all, but where's the parasect you promised me? You can't be saying this mushroom is actually... Surprise! Okay, I like to imagine that I absolutely planned this with this parasect. We're gonna... Okay, here's a plan, parasect. You're going to face that direction, and you're going to pretend to be just a mushroom. The mushroom... It turned around. Technically, yeah. The mushroom did turn around. It's mind-controlling the bug. No. No, you're saying this thing is a Pokemon, not a mushroom. And yet, call it a forager's intuition, but 20 long years of picking tells me something is amiss. Yes, I'm sure of it. The thing that turned to look at me just now is definitely a mushroom. Ha! Had you for a minute there. Please forgive my shroom humor, but could you imagine? Well, as a matter of fact... To think, a Pokemon that's really just a mushroom. Such a thing is the stuff of fiction, right? Well, as a matter of fact... Could it be that the mushroom is what's really in control? No, surely not. Stripeback says, Parasect is basically one of those infected from The Last of Us. What else? Any other quests I can take on at this moment? Battling with Pachirisu. Out there? Let me double check. It doesn't say any specific location. Okay, well, before I go out, I do want to increase my bag size just a little bit. Ah, nut bunnies. Hold on a sec. There's times when a single extra item can mean the difference between life or death, you know. Well, I mean, if you really want to know why I can't do this, I'll say, teach me. Zounds. With that I could teach you, but you've got to pay my fee first. Come back when you can. But it's a matter of life and death! Whatevs, I'm pretty sure I have something I can sell. Nope. Okay, where is... There we go. I think it costs almost as much as a nugget in order to get this little lesson. How greedy can this guy be? We'll find out. Surprisingly, I can also afford that. So talk about the mushroom that infects actual real-world ants. Before says they're cordyceps. They infect ants and basically mind control them to get up to a high place where a mushroom will then sprout out of the ant and shower any ants below with spores, and the process begins again. It really makes me wonder, do plants actually have a mind of their own? I mean, once you give them a body, it seems to be the case. At least for mushrooms. Okay, so where is this quest that I'm looking for? Out there. Okay, let me check my other quest real quick. Complete Pokédex entry for Rosalia. I think I'm a ways off from being able to do that. A bit. Okay. I need to figure out what Pokemon I'm taking along now. Because I haven't even had the chance to do that. Wait. You're saying new things. The number of Pokemon around here certainly has grown. It's all thanks to you, Erica. We've all gotten rather accustomed to having them about and helping us as well. Wait, really? Are you saying that if I went around town I'd see some of them? Or is this just flavor text? I imagine you'll carry on catching even more Pokemon in the future, won't you? The next time you wish to release some of them, you can feel free to release several at a time. Cool. I'll take responsibility for seeing them all released in the kinds of environs they prefer. Okay, so in order to keep things clean, my teammates are going to all be in Pasture 8, separate from the clutter of all these weasels. That said, let's see here. I'm definitely going to take Luxray along with me because there are water Pokemon to deal with. I think grass, water, fighting. We'll give Maddie a break for a bit. Storage. I need to store items. I'll make use of these experience items soon enough. Likewise with the grit gravel. I want to find one more Pokemon to catch, and then I'll start making use of these sort of items. That'll do for now. Alright, let's get out there.